Here's the story of how I got my first football scholarship offer and a couple lessons you can learn from it. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Adam Brenneman, former D1 coach with the 5-star recruit, and I cover football for a living. I actually just launched CFBacademy.com if you want to learn how to get recruited as well. So my first offer came when I was in high school. I was probably 16 years old, sophomore year. I just had a big sophomore football season, and I was getting asked to take some visits to different schools. My first visit, one of the first ones, was to Boston College. I had no clue about the recruiting process at this point, but was excited just to get some attention. So I take a visit to Boston College. This is an unofficial visit. I pay for everything on my own, and I had no clue what I was walking into. I went with my dad, just us two, I believe, and we're sitting there ready to meet with the head coach of Boston College, who at the time was Steve Adazio. And I was getting recruited by one of their assistant coaches, Jeff Commission. So we sit down with Coach Commission, the assistant coach, and one of the first things he says to me is, Adam, we're offering you a full scholarship to Boston College. I mean, I totally act normal in this instance with my dad, just like trying to not go crazy. Again, first offered, had not had this experience before. Say, thank you, coach, means a lot. I remember going to the bathroom after that meeting with my dad and just like smiling ear to ear, couldn't hold it in, was fired up, could not believe this happened on my first visit, and got my Boston College offer. We left the visit. I had a few more meetings, campus tour, left the visit, and I'm telling you right now, I was ready to commit to Boston College, all in. I told everybody, I'm going to Boston College. I bought Boston College gloves. I bought some gear at the school store. I was going to commit all in, and I was rushing to probably an emotional decision because of excitement. Well, everyone in my family and my high school coach, Jim Catafio, everyone convinced me not to commit right away. But I wanted to, man. I was like all in. They were the first one there, and I was definitely very emotional about it. As I look back on that instance, I obviously decided not to commit. I let the recruiting process play out, and I made the right decision and went to Penn State instead after it all played out. You know, if I would have made that quick, rash decision because of emotion, I probably wouldn't have had a great recruiting process after that. I wouldn't have gotten a bunch of offers, wouldn't have gotten to experience all that, gotten to take my family and friends on trips to Notre Dame and Alabama and Penn State and Michigan State, all these big schools. And then I wouldn't have found the right place for me, which was actually Penn State. So I think about that a lot, emotional, rash decision, and how sometimes you need to step away from the emotion, let some time pass before you decide what you're going to do when you're in a state of emotion, good or bad. Let me know in the comments if you guys would have committed to Boston College then, and if you want to get recruited to play college football. I just launched a class for anyone looking to get recruited to play college sports. I give all my tips and tricks I learned as a 5-star recruit and D1 coach. There's a special offer going on right now. Link in my bio or CFBacademy.com.